Planet X Nibiru, that is, or Nemesis, or Wormwood, or Goblin, or Binary Star, whatever you call it, Planet 9, will bring apocalypse by flipping the Earth's poles. This is what a Doomsday preacher has recently said. This is on Sputnik News. Planet X, or otherwise referred to by various other names, Planet X Nibiru, Nemesis, whatever, has long been a central figure to a wealth of conspiracy theories. This is including predictions that an approaching mystery planet will cause a massive increase in Earth's gravity, an electromagnetic jolt, and bring about more than just tidal abnormalities. And let's not forget, this is also in Revelation 8:8 and 8:9, having to do with the first part, Revelation 8:8, talking about a mountain falling into the sea. That could be, for example, an asteroid strike. And then 8:9 talks about a star falling from heaven onto Earth. That star could be what? Bigger than an asteroid, obviously. It could be a planet or a brown dwarf star or something. Perhaps it's an incoming planetary system. Who knows? But this is written in a book of Revelations, and it's prophecy. So this is not fear-mongering. It's there. And we saw it in a lot of times in ancient Egypt, in the Old Testament. We have historical records of the flood, for example. We also have the upheaval during the time of Moses and the Exodus. And the 10 plagues remind us of perhaps the insects and the reptiles coming out of the earth because they felt something was about to take place, an earthquake or a volcanic eruption. We know that animals feel these things, perhaps from the vibrations, feeling and hearing the vibrations, even the electromagnetic pulses and the shaking of the friction between the rocks and the plates, and also, of course, the gas emissions. So the so-called Planet X, another name for the often theorized doomsday planet of Nibiru or Nemesis, or Planet 9, will reverse the Earth's magnetic poles and in this way drastically change the way the planet looks, like when it passes sometime soon, according to the conspiracy theorist and doomsday preacher, whose name is Gordon James Gianninotto. He's notoriously a believer that the wayward planet, the mythical planet of Nibiru, referred to by Alexander Sitchin from the Sumerian legends, will suddenly appear in our solar system before flipping the Earth's magnetic poles, unleashing wild gravity, and he predicts that devastation, earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis will bring about this apocalypse, this catastrophe. He was recently speaking to Coast AM radio, and Gianninotto claimed that Planet X will not approach the Earth directly as it exacts its toll. At the same time, he stated that the still unproven heavenly body in size is much larger than our Earth. It means that it will strike from a staggering distance of 24 million kilometers. When Nibiru comes towards us, it will take the planet an hour to wipe out 90% of mankind. This is what he claims. And this is what he concluded in his hilariously dismal forecast. Now, I, for one, have never ever heard of this Gordon James Gianninotto, this doomsday preacher, but it seems that others have. He says, quote, right before, when finally Planet X moves far enough away from the sun that everyone on Earth looks up and goes, oh my God, how could it have gotten there? And they never told us how. Who's being lying to us? And quote, this is what he carried on saying, urging all within earshot to mark that day in calendars. And he estimates that a mere 49 days would be left until a pole shift, with the seas expected to rise up to, he says, about 213 meters. I don't know how he came up with that number, 213 minimum. That's about, what, 500 feet. That's as high as a mountain, okay, 500 feet. So conspiracy theories around the mysterious Nibiru state that this mythical planet passes through our solar system on a long elliptical orbit, they say every 3,600 years. It's according to Zecharia Sitchin. Remember that he made a big thing out of this in the mid-70s when he came out with this. NASA and the rest of the scientific community worldwide dismissed all Nibiru-related claims as a hoax. But we know this from the SLU observatories. Paul Cox, one of the SLU astronauts here, showed us the screen, and when he was asked, what is that fuzzy thing on the right, he said, that's planet X Nibiru, our binary star. Other agencies will not tell you this, but we will not hide it from you, that it's there, and that we belong to a binary star system, like most stars are in the universe, binary star systems. So he's claiming that it's there, and that this is the image of it. And this is another image of NASA's SOHO stereo head. This is an image of the sun, and you can see the round object in the middle of it is a huge planet passing right in front of the sun. So these are two images, okay, the NASA image here, and the other one having to do with the images of a solar eclipse that we're watching, and before the eclipse started, they had Mercury transiting the sun. And also, that's when we had the confirmation from the SLU astronauts that we belong to a binary system, and that's a picture of the binary, which is, it looked to me, I don't know, it looked almost as big as the sun itself. So that's evidence that it's there. Something is there. He called it Planet X, Nibiru, the bar binary. Something that NASA and other space agencies decided not to dwell on and not to talk about. And he claims that it's there. I can't remember if he said where exactly it is in relevance to, in relation to the Earth, but his main focus was on the fact that they will disclose it to us. This was on live television a couple of years ago when we had the total solar eclipse. And I think here, it was in 2016, 3 years ago. As you can see here on the top of the left hand of the screen. Obviously, he wanted to inform people, perhaps even to warn people that it's there. And he did not agree with the fact that space agencies were hiding this fact. Now, why would other space agencies want to hide this fact? Okay, now we're going off to a tangent. We started with the Doomsday Preacher, and we're ending up with astronomy. But we have been hit many a time, and I just want to leave you with these samples of what we have from Google Earth and from past history, because this is fact. Okay, this is the area, we're on Google Earth, and this is the area that had the asteroid impact that they found. That is, the people, the astronomers from looking at Google Earth. One was here, and then they found another one in Iraq that was right here. That was after this one. They found this one. You know, so studying Google Earth images, you can find a lot of stuff. And as I'm talking to you now, look at what I saw. What is that? It looks like what we're going to see at other areas, like something slammed into that stop there. But anyway, let's go and I'll show you. It's very, very evident. It's as if the finger of God pushed these things. Okay, one is here. You see, it's as if something came and slammed and stopped right there. Look at that very strange rectangular shape. Anyway, it's as if something pushed the Earth's crust and then stopped there and making these volcanic islands. And as we see, that's the impact crater of it was at the Yucatan Peninsula here. The asteroid impact crater about 66 million years ago. Look at that. That must have been devastating. Who knows what kind of a tsunami that must have left. And the other one, the other area, again in the same direction, it looks just like it, is this one here. This is another one. It's like they're fingers of God, one there and one there, pushing the Earth's crust. And again, you have volcanic, those are the Sandwich Islands, these volcanic islands that stop right there, where this indentation stopped. And it looks like it even cut the land masses here. It could have been that these things were somehow connected. And this thing that came passing and shoving the Earth's crust like it was plasticine, just cut these land masses apart. Amazing. One there, the other one up here, and then we have another one. That's strange too, but the other one is here. Okay, let's go north. Turn this north. Okay, and the other one is here. And again, you have something, the indentation, this is smaller, of course, but it's in the same direction. Some kind of an asteroid strike or a comet strike. And then you have these volcanic islands as well here. This is in the area of Papua New Guinea. Indonesia is all, earthquake. And this, of course, this is the area of the Pacific Ring of Fire. That's what I wanted to show you. Let's go to Canada now. The Canada asteroid strike, you can see it. It's right there. You can see it from up here. Look at that. Okay, let's go north. Set it north. Can you see it? I mean, a lot of these lakes must be asteroid strikes as well. But can you see it? It's right there. I mean, some of these things are so perfectly round. I think that even this could have been an asteroid strike. Look at this huge thing. Even Hudson Bay itself. But this is too circular. Look at this. And these, as we said before, there it is. It looks like they're direct impacts. Like slammed on 90%, 90 degrees. Lake Manicouagan in Quebec. Look at that. Amazing. Quebec. And you have some lakes. I believe that they could be asteroid strikes as well. Okay, so yeah, we've been hit so many times. Even the moon has been hit so many times. And we've been hit so many times that it's not funny. Of course, they have to prepare, and it should be a very large international thing. I just hope that what they could do is perhaps take all the defense spending and put it into Earth protection systems from things like this. That's where they should concentrate their efforts at. So I'll leave links below for you for this. I was referring to an article by RT. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.